Wanted to win.
It sure is, and you know, I mean, obviously it's $7 grand, but that's far from the purpose. It's the go-brek night, you know, and I don't think there's a driver that can stand out here that would have more of a relationship with him than me. So we all grew up together. We beat on each other. Well, mainly Scott beat on us three guys, but it's been this is a great night. Our team really needs it. Chad and Jen didn't come tonight, but they've been behind me 100% for a year and a half, and we owe it all to them, and I can't thank my crew enough. I got a hard-working crew because it seems like we knock a lot of stuff off this thing, but I got to thank Jeremy, and I got to thank Heath and John and Mike and everybody here helping us out. Those guys work hard, and you know, they deserve it.
Well, they certainly do, and so do you. It was your own fault. You picked a number 8 pill. What was up with that?
I kept trying to tell him. I said, listen, I told him last night, I said, I'm not saying we can pass a lot of cars. I said, but this is a good night for passing. We've got to get stuck, and we got to get this car to rotate. I said, you can pass. I know it seems impossible, and it is harder than normal. But, I mean, hey, we started 8th, so it can be done. I just don't know how consistent. I think we better just be happy with this one right now and just keep working hard towards the next one.
Well, we didn't talk about it earlier. We'll talk for a minute here. We talk about the go-breks. You got Cat into racing to begin with. You guys are a lot closer and spend a lot more time together than people realize.
Yeah, I mean, at one point there, we were all worried about football. We weren't really into race cars, and I think we got tired of running up and down the field, so we all started leaning over towards race cars. And like you said, I actually sold Kevin my first go-kart, and that's where he started at. So we drug him to the races with us, and then we got away for many years there because I was running the Outlaws, he was running local, and then he started running out on the road, and we got right back together again, you know. And it was just a really sad time, but I think Kevin should feel all the power he has behind him from still, you know, from everyone down here. So I think he should be happy, and hopefully he's living a good life where he is.
Well, I think he was looking down on this one tonight. Tell us about the last couple of laps. There was 3 of you there.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, honestly, the 87 Crimes has been the fastest car here in the feature, and sure enough, if he wasn't right on my bumper, and you know, I was trying to just make sure I didn't miss the bottom and run a little easier than what I should because I wanted to make sure I was on it coming off, or Brent had that momentum, and I'm sure when he seen me the one time, he was making a little more momentum. So I just was able to hold off Crimes and just keep in front of Brent. So it was a good night. I mean, it's all there is to it. You know, we had a really good race car and things went our way.
A couple of weeks ago, he passed you in the last turn. Turnabout is fair play.
Yeah, you got it. I forgot about that. I'm just one to, you know, I congratulate him that night and I forget about it. I've been passed plenty of times on the last lap, but I've won a lot on the last lap too. So I was hoping I kept ahead on that count, but I think over the years we're about even right now.
You don't see much better racing than what you saw here tonight. If you didn't like this race, you might as well go to the movies.
No, I mean, the track, I mean, look at it. We got 2 lanes. There's not a bump in it. I mean, Fred just does a good job. It was a hot summer day, and he gave us 2 lanes to race on. I mean, that's as good as they get. He's one of the best in the country.
You know, for you, there may have been points in that race where you said, am I going to get Sam? Am I going to be able to get up there? You made up a lot of ground over the last few laps.
Yeah, we just started, you know, calming down and just staying tight on that bottom. Fred just had enough moisture down there. And I think what helped us tonight is we were able to rotate and stick and get to the bottom a little bit better. So the race car was better, and that helped my bottom look a lot better. So I think a lot of it might have been the race car. I was just in the seat.
You know, these races for you here at Lincoln have got to be very surreal. You live in Oklahoma now, but this is home.
Yeah, I mean, it is, and you know, I always look forward to coming back here, and you know, we still have an apartment here, so we still live here sometimes too, and you know, that all goes back to Chad and Jen. I didn't know, you know, they said, do you want to race local? And I said, absolutely. I said, I'm ready to come back and I want to get racing. So they're a big part of all this too, to bring us back. And I just can't thank them enough. And Kistler Engines and all the All-Star Performance. We have a lot of helpers. Butler Built Seats. She's a lady who's been with me for my whole career, and she does a lot for me. And there's no way I could ever thank her enough. So I just, you know, I really appreciate everything we have. My guys that are working, they're working really hard. We've got off to a slow start, but, you know, hopefully this will give us some momentum and get us what we need.
All right, now, Nikki, I saw her down here. Nikki Siegel's down here. 11 years she was your girlfriend. You finally proposed. You said it wouldn't be 11 years. How many will it be?
Well, Wayne, it's not going to be 11 years. I mean, some days I wake up and I think, how did this girl put up with me all this time? But I'm very thankful for Nikki. I'm glad to be engaged, and I'm hoping we can get married this winter, or if we don't feel it's the right time, maybe next winter, or just how we got to work around the racing season. So we're planning, we're planning on this winter as we speak now.
This winter, next winter, sometime during the off season. Stevie, it's always great to see you here. You got a Go Breck reunion to take place down here in Victory Lane. Congrats on the wins here tonight.
Yeah, like I said, I couldn't have thought of a better one to win. The Go Brecks are like family, so it's a really special night tonight. Thanks, Wayne.
Let's hear it for your winner here.